Okay, I'm going to use John's tractor for this video just because the back of my little end tractor is all cluttered up visually. We have here our PTO splined output shaft. Now, maybe we'll go to the other tractor just to make it easier. In the Second World War, they made what they called pushers, tractor pushers. The PTO shaft, of course, turns and propels, powers stationary units or pull-behind units. You can leave the tractor in neutral and that shaft will, of course, spin and power units. Now, the pushers were, I'm going to move back into the shade here, they would take an old Model T or a Model A or a Dodge or something whose motor had worn out. They'd take the front end entirely off the car, pull together the frame or bash or mash it together, and, bolt it, weld it, whatever. And then they'd run a shaft from the PTO. Mine's just got a little piece of rubber over it there. And they would run that into the transmission of the car and select a gear, second or third. Basically, how bold were you? The objective being, maybe one brother would go to war and the other one would stay at home, and the farms might be 2 or 5 or 20 miles away apart. And these little tractors then could travel a whole lot faster with the transmission ratio of the pushers. How bold were you? Oh, I don't know. A tractor this size, wow. On a gravel road, its top speed of about 15 miles an hour is pretty vigorous. But anyways, that was the objective of the pushers, was to get down the road faster. So this brings me back to my previous video of thinking when little 8-in Annie's motor wears out there, I can then lash a motor on. I've gone back to this tractor just to make it more visually clear. I can bolt a little motor on there, a V-twin from Princess Auto, a motorcycle motor from a wrecking yard, little single cylinder 34 horse Kawasaki or something, and drive it down to my spline shaft, because again, it runs through the transmission. I'll have the selection with the motor on the back. I'll have my selection of gears. My hydraulic pump will work, because when you engage the lever on the side, it engages both your pump and your PTO. And so, I'd have to think about my final ratios on my PTO and my sprocket sizes. So just to clarify that video, the previous video of, can I do this? Why can't I? I don't see a flaw in it, but yeah, it's a tractor video. What the heck?